A wonderful part of healing has been to write myself a self-love letter. Who would have thought? Have you ever done that? Let me know if you have. If not, I'm going to take you through why and a process. It is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. And particularly if you're healing from something traumatic, our mental health issues, the loss of a loved one, because we focus so much on the other. We write love letters to others, but why wouldn't we write that to ourselves? Hi, I'm Chantal from Unfold Your Freedom, and I'm a holistic counselor. And when someone put this to me a while ago, I went, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not going to write myself a self-love letter because I love myself. Really? I had no idea. But what I realized was that was just an avoidance tactic. It was getting myself away from what I want, getting away from really, did I love myself? Because there's still parts of me that are still healing. And it was very confrontational to actually sit down and say, what do I love about myself? I mean, love to hear how you think. What would you think if you wrote yourself a love letter? Because we're also taught that it's selfish, you shouldn't be thinking of ourselves, it's ego, all those things come in, all those doubts and all that. But it's the most beautiful way to heal, to bring love into your life, compassion, kindness, warmth, fun, finding out who you are. You know, what quirkiness is about you, you know, and then taking that out into the world, whichever way you do it, whether you're in business, whether you have a career, because it really helps you stand tall and enjoy who you are. You know, you change perhaps the way the dress, how you live life, all those things come into play. So writing yourself a love letter can happen in many, many ways. And in fact, I did a love letter through art, and I will put the link here. I do weekly art jams for healing with my beautiful friend Rodin, who's actually an artist. I'm still waiting to call myself an artist. And we actually did that through a love letter to ourselves through art. So there's many different ways you can do this. So I'm just going to take you through some ideas of what you can do and the benefits. So the benefits are, I journal and you write things down. But when you actually write a love letter, it takes on a whole different meaning. It actually means you're tuning into yourself, into how your body feels, into what thoughts come up, into what beliefs come in. So it's quite a different process to do that. It's also, you can do a ritual around getting yourself started. So I do that. So you can, before you sit down, you can do things like mindful breathing. So closing your eyes and bring your attention into your breath. You can do a body scan where you're just breathing into each part of your body. Now, there are meditations of these in my, actually I'll put the playlist up. They're under 10 minutes. They'll help you through that. Because what you're doing is just relaxing, releasing, getting yourself present. You might, if you're not feeling comfortable or fully safe, that triggered me a lot, that I found I couldn't sit safe because I didn't feel comfortable in my body. Do the 5 senses grounding. What am I calling it? It's 5 senses grounding. That's a really good one. Again, in my meditation playlist. So, and just as you're sitting there quietly and you've set yourself up in your space, whether you have pens or you might have your artwork, you might have your art journal, just start tuning into yourself. So just coming into your body, and just getting a sense of what does love feel for you. But I'm already actually taking you into a meditation here. Because that'll sort of tell you what is happening for you. So notice what's happening in your body. Then you can also, at that point, you can also start writing gratitude. If you find loving yourself too hard, write things that you're grateful for about yourself. This is a big part of healing your sense of self, your esteem, your confidence, your self-worth. So you're going to, when you start writing, you're going to write as if you're writing to a loved one, the love of your life. So this, of course, is yourself. Be honest and open. Apologize for the way you've treated yourself, because would you do that to someone else? Not always easy. It took me a long time to be able to do that. So just take what you want and leave the rest, and just then make it your own. And look at, how would you talk to your loved one? Would you raise your voice? Would you be critical? Would you be judgmental? So again, keep just observing what this is all about. And write about what you love about them. So actually that could be a way of doing it too. I've done that. Write about what you love about them. Then look at how does it reflect back on you. So keep coming back to yourself, but you might be able to write, I love them because they're funny, wishy, sense of humor, intelligent, kind, loving. Then look at, okay, where does that come in? Where does that help you? In fact, what I've also done in the past is ask different friends I trust, and my partner, but he can be a bit biased, of course, is what they love about you. And you go, oh, really? I hadn't thought of that, because that's a really important one too, because you don't always see it in yourself, or you don't want to believe it. So just then what you do is be gentle, open up, then wait for it to flow through. Again, have your pen ready, your paintbrush, your colors, and then just, who do I want to be? Who am I? And let the words flow through. You know, it could be some poems, it could be just words, it could be little ditties. Just make it into something playful as well. And do it by hand rather than on the computer tab. Something doing with your hand brings it more present, brings it more here. Then start a love letter with just being warm and affectionate. Do you want to say, dear gorgeous one, hello lovely, whatever you want to call it. So do something really lovely about that. Write about all the qualities and strengths. So again, this is going to be challenging. So when you blank out, don't stop. Just sit there. You might need to write some of them again and again, because that'll start opening you up. Just write them again. Might feel silly, but just keep writing. I'm warm. I'm warm. I'm loving. God, I'm really loving. I'm kind. And see how it then goes off on this beautiful journey. So acknowledge the challenges you have had in life. Give yourself some love around what you've done, mistakes you've made, what you've achieved, what you've pulled through. See, what you're doing is honoring your life. So I've been doing that with my self-love letters, but I've also been taking that into the memoir that I'm writing, because that's helping me be able to do that and look at my life in a whole different way. So look at how you do care for yourself, your self-care practices, or what you're not doing. So this will show you what you're doing and not doing, where you're not loving yourself. How can you be kind to yourself? What can you do? Put something in the posts now, comments now. What do you love? I know for me in winter, I love having a warm bath with essential oils and candles, no matter what time of day. So if it's in between clients, I might go and have a lovely bath. Or on the weekend, I love sitting in front of the fire reading a novel. In this love letter or love letters, so you can be short beginning, you can have as long as you want, write about your dreams and aspirations. Allow yourself to let rip. Allow yourself to just open it all up, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's very hard. Because I wrote that just now, or mentioned it in the how to set your intentions. I'll put the link up here to give you that moment of opening up. I've got a beautiful big idea, which I won't say because it's already in the intentions, that I want to achieve this year, if not this year, next year. And I feel excited for the first time. But I keep tuning in. What's holding me back? Where am I not loving myself? Why am I not doing this? Because you do go into anxiety, and each time you take a level, step out and take a risk, do an adventure, because it's always going to be new, it's always going to be unknown. But if you've experienced trauma and PTSD like I have, I need to always make sure that I'm safe. So when I look at the anxiety that comes up, where am I not feeling safe? How can I do that to support myself? So always make sure you've got support around you when you do this. As I said, in your favorite place, with your favorite things around you. So again, it's about doing a forgiveness, forgive and let go. Forgive yourself. It's so important. You did things. You did them. Okay. Forgive, let go. Put love out there. Love yourself, hug yourself, do all those things. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your inner beauty. Celebrate your intelligence. Celebrate your outer beauty. Because I love this, what Oscar Wilde writes. To love yourself, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Why wouldn't you want to romance yourself? Why wouldn't you want to enjoy yourself? Why wouldn't you do any of that? So one thing that we all love from birth until the day we die is we want to experience love, to love someone and be loved, and to love ourselves. So, we nurture those relationships. Why don't we nurture our own? So choose to celebrate your relationship with yourself. Choose to celebrate loving yourself. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful being able to do that. So I think I'm just going to go through my notes and make sure. So that's how you can do it, why you can do it. Give yourself, as I said, say a beautiful salutation to yourself. Oh, and that's right. When you end, write something beautiful. Goodbye, my love, or thank you, my love. See you next time. I say au revoir, à bientôt. Anything, something like that. Even in your own language or another language, it doesn't matter. And yeah, just put it somewhere and keep writing yourself those letters. So let me see. That I think is, that one more thing, and then I'll stop. Once I get excited, I keep going. Send yourself a love card. I was taught this in a business group I was in all those years ago, and you did, retreats. And they said to write yourself a love letter. They took it and then sent it out to us, so we didn't know when we were going to get it. And it was wonderful because one day we got this letter in the mail that we'd written to ourselves. So interesting to see what we wrote. And I actually did this a few times when I traveled abroad. I would send myself a card back and what fun I was happening and what I was doing. So why not do that? Send yourself, if you celebrate Valentine's, why not do that? Get yourself some beautiful flowers any time of any day. So just do that. Okay, one more. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this. Sri Ravi Shankar said, find the love you seek by first finding the love within yourself. Learn to rest in that place within you. That is your true home. Enjoy writing yourself a love letter, and if you feel comfortable, please share in the comments. Namaste.